All right. And I think we're live again. I honestly don't know if, let me see if this works. This is my first time ever trying to screen share on Facebook Live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if this works. Okay, cool. Cool. I can see it on my phone, uh, which is perfect. Um, let's see real quick. Cool, cool. So I think it's working now. I'm going to exit out of here. Cool. Welcome back. If you weren't watching the other live, I think I posted on my Facebook right now. But how to sell your coaching for $5,000 plus. I'm gonna just retell this whole thing. I'm gonna pretend that I never did a live because uh, then I'm not gonna be able to basically give you guys context. But if you're hopping in right now, what's up? Hashtag live down below. Hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. This is gonna be fun right now. Okay, this is gonna be real fun. I don't care if you're watching this after. Trust me, you're still gonna have fun watching this right now. So to give you some context, when I started my coaching, I hit over $10,000 per month, or $10,000 in my first 30 days. And there was a lot of things that I did wrong. And, I was charging low ticket. I was attracting the wrong clients, the wrong audience, the wrong market. I didn't have any deliverables. I didn't know what to offer, how to structure my coaching. There was a lot of things that went wrong, right? A lot of things that went wrong. And even though I made decent money that first month, it wasn't scalable. And I had a bad month after that. I really did have a bad month. I think I made like 3 or 4 thousand the month after, and then from there it was just like this. It was like up and down. And now what happened was the one thing that I changed within my coaching was I changed to high ticket, right? And high ticket allowed me to work with better clients, have more consistent income. So even on a month that I only get 1 or 2 people to work with me, or even 3 people, it's still an okay month, right? And a lot of people, they're still stuck on low ticket. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna show you my screen, and we're gonna basically outline the 3 things that you need to have on point if you want to sell your coaching offer for $5,000 plus. So number one thing is your market. So you need to understand your market, right? And there's a difference between thinking that you know your market and truly understanding them. And what this means for me is, what do they struggle with? What do they want to achieve? So when you know these kind of things, right? Let me fix this. When you know these kind of things right here, for example, when you're attracting clients, when you're creating content, when you're doing a live like this, you're getting a good understanding of your market, because the biggest 2 things that you need to know is, what do they struggle with? So what are their pain points, which is on the left side, and what do they want to achieve? What are their pleasures? What are like the promises that you want to give them? What are the things that you want them to achieve with you? Right? And what happens is you're gonna bridge the gap between where they are and where they want to be. So for me, once again, it was easy to make $10,000 my first month, but I didn't have any understanding of any of this, right? I didn't have any understanding of this. I just knew that I wanted to help people, and I had a genuine like passion for helping people. And now it's like, when you're trying to sell high ticket versus low ticket, the biggest difference is these 3 things. But number one being the market, is understanding your market. Go out and find out more about them, right? Go in Facebook groups, ask questions, find out more about some of the common things that they struggle with, some of the common things that they are dealing with that they just can't get out of that situation. And what does their dream vision look like? What does their dream business look like? And even a better way to simplify that and make it easier for you is, if you're already a coach and you're already doing pretty good for yourself, put yourself in the position of where you were 2 years ago. Visualize where you were 2 years ago, or even a year ago, or even 6 months ago, of where you were struggling and you were in the same shoes that maybe some of your clients are in. That way now you can feel what they probably feel. That way you can relate to them. That way you can understand where they're coming from and what they might need help with, right? So now everything that you're selling to your market, it's going to be just based off bridging the gap between where they are and where they want to be. And let me open up my live real quick. Uh, Let me open up my live real quick on my phone to make sure that we're good right now. 1 second, guys. Just want to make sure we don't have technical difficulties, because you know what? This is straight up value. This could help someone or many coaches, and I want to make sure that no one's missing that. That's weird. Oops, wrong profile. Let me go on. See, that's a bad thing about having two Facebook profiles right now, is that I get mixed up. Okay. Apologies. Hey Sosa, are you watching the live, Sosa? Comment if you're watching the live. Let's go my Facebook. Cool, we're good. So now let's break down the offer, okay? So most clients that I like work with, like a lot of clients, not most, but a lot of clients that I work with right now, when we have our first sales call, right? When we have the sales call and we're deciding and we're gonna find out if they're gonna be a client or not, what a lot of them say when I ask them like, "What's your offer?" is, "What do you mean by offer?" So they don't know what their offer is, and they don't even know what an offer is. They don't know what I mean by that. Not to keep it short, right? Because I don't want to make this too long, and I don't want to go too much in depth. But the idea between the offer is what you can promise your clients while working with you. Now, for me, what this looks like, this is like kind of like my offer right here, is I help coaches scale beyond $20,000 per month within 90 days. We'll just keep it there. We'll just keep it at that for right now. Okay. Now, why is this my offer? My offer, personally, this is my offer because I've done this myself. I've helped multiple clients do this within less than 90 days. I have another client that just joined me a few weeks ago. He's on track to easily pass this right now. I think he's already like at 12K, and he just joined a few weeks ago, right? And so for me, this is my promise, and I'm confident promising this to other coaches because I've done it myself. My clients have done it, and it's a proof of concept. I know what works, and we're all getting even better, right? So for me, this is my promise to my clients. Now, what happens is, this is the offer, right? So your offer is going to show everywhere. So now you know your market. Now you know what offer you have for your market. So let's just say you're helping clients lose weight, right? You sell a fitness program, and you want to help people. You want to get clients to get them to be healthy and have a fit body. So your market is people who want to lose weight. What do they struggle with? Losing weight. What do they want to achieve? Lose more. Let's say they want to lose 10 pounds, 15 pounds in the next 90 days to get ready for a wedding. Let's just say that's like one specific person, but they want to lose weight. And now how do you bridge the gap between where they are, what they struggle with, and where they want to be, what they want to achieve? How do you bridge the gap? So everything within your offer, everything within your marketing, your content, it's all going to be specified on helping that client that wants to lose weight go from that point A, to point B, which is losing 10 pounds, 15 pounds before their wedding, so they can look good, feel good, and be more confident than ever for their partner and themselves, right? And now your offer, what it's going to be is, it could be something similar to, I help busy women lose weight within and reach their dream body within like 90 days, right? That could be your offer right there. And I think for me, the offer has to be very like I had someone on LinkedIn the other day. He saw my LinkedIn bio and he messaged me and he said, you say that you help clients get to $20,000 per month within 90 days. That's a bold promise, isn't it? And he was basically trying to discredit what I say that I do. And I was like, no, not really a bold promise. I know it's already done. It's already going to happen if you put in the work with me, if you like actually devote yourself and you listen and you apply, it's already a done deal, right? And I told him that, and he was still very skeptical. So for me, I like doing these promises that they're reaching a little bit, right? They're not easy. They're scary. But if I can do this, my timer's going off. If I can promise this, and then once I do deliver, not if I deliver, but once I do deliver for my clients, it's like, wow, like this, I just changed my whole like mindset. All my limited beliefs, we got rid of them. All these tactics, the strategies, the methods, they're all cool. But working with Eliezer, like I actually achieved this goal now because of everything involved in this. And that's what you want to do for your clients, is wow them. You want to set a high goal, a high target that maybe isn't easy to reach. Because if it was easy to reach, they could do it on their own. They don't need you at that point. But when you make something that seems a little bit more of a reach for them, but still realistic, it gets them to be on their toes. It gets them to see more authority within you, and it gets them to actually need you, right? Because if they're by themselves and you said like lose 2 pounds in 3 weeks, That's pretty easy for anyone to do, right? For the most part. So the offer's got to be a little bit of a stretch, and it's got to be realistic. For me, once again, I have a proof of concept. This works for me. This works for my clients. Therefore, I can say that it's going to work for someone else. Now, messaging. So let's look at this, right? We want to sell the coaching offer for $5,000 plus. If you're watching this right now, do you think that selling your offer for $5,000 or more is a little bit different than selling something for $497 or even $997? Do you think charging $5,000 for a service that you offer is different than selling something for $497, right? Or even $97? Yes, it's going to be quite a bit different, right? Within the people that you're helping, the offer that you're promising. So what are you promising your clients? And then the messaging is going to be showing that everywhere, right? So this is going to be content. Let me unbold this. Oh my gosh. This is going to be content. Oh my God, I can't type today. Your actual messaging with prospects, so in the DMs, we go down in the DMs, and just doing stuff like this, like maybe you're making a training, maybe you're doing a live Facebook like this. Like, you want to make sure that the people that you're targeting, it's very obvious on who you want to help and what you want to help them achieve, because you know your market, you know your offer. Now you want to just plug and play this into your content. You want to plug and play this into your DMs, because the goal is always to have more conversations, right? Have more conversations, get people to know more of you, more about your service, and more importantly, you know about them, their needs, what they're struggling with, and how you can help them. And then from there, you can get them on a call. But this is even going to come off on your sales calls. So when you have sales calls, if you're selling something, if you're selling a service for, let's say, $497 versus $4,997, the sales call is going to be completely different. The sales call is going to be completely different to someone that you're trying to pitch a $5,000 offer to versus someone that's trying to pay $500. Now, I know this because when I started my coaching, I got to $10,000 per month within that first month, and I was selling a $497 offer. It was $497 per month, so $500. And the biggest difference, I mean, there's so many, in my opinion, there's so many differences in there within like the people that you attract, the offer, right? Because at that point when I was starting, my offer was, I help agency owners get their first client or get 1 to 3 clients. That was my offer. My offer was getting you 1 to 3 clients, because at the time I wasn't making a ton of money. I wasn't super successful. So I was like, what have I done that I can help them with? Well, I've done 10,000 a month. I've done a client or 2, 3 clients, whatever. So let me help someone else do that. So then that was my offer. So on the sales call, we'd be aiming smaller, right? Everyone's mentality would be a lot smaller. We were dreaming smaller. Because when you're selling something at $497, if you're selling like coaching, if you're selling your service, your help, your call, $497, the lower you price it most times, it just means that you're dreaming smaller. Like for me, when I invested last week into a big thing which was a lot of money, I loved it. I loved thinking about spending that money because I'm dreaming bigger. And by them charging me so much money, it shows that my bigger dreams are going to be achievable. Versus someone that's selling something for $497, you're probably going to have a little bit more skepticism as to, man, does this even work? Is this even going to get me there? A lot of times people will have more skepticism and doubt just because you're priced so low. Like, wow, like that's all you're charging? Man, I like what you were saying, but charging so cheap, maybe it tells me that, it's kind of like when you go to a mechanic. If you go to a cheap mechanic, you're probably going to get a cheap work done. Right? If you go to Walmart and buy the cheapest like little like accessories for your house, you're probably going to get what that's worth, which is cheap value. If you go to the dollar store, every time you buy stuff, the stuff's probably breaking. The stuff probably doesn't last you long, right? In sales calls, you're getting them to dream bigger. And not only that, but the dream becomes more of a reality when charging more money. Which this is the awesome thing is, like, if right now you're a coach or a personal trainer and you're charging $497, you're charging like $100 per hour. If you're charging less than $1,000, less than $2,000, I want you to think about this right now. Who are you attracting? What kind of results have you gotten your clients? And if you've gotten your clients great results and their lives have changed, don't you think it's a no-brainer to charge more for your help? That's what I want you to seriously ask yourself right now. If your clients have gotten amazing results, they love working with you, you provided them an A quality experience and support and guidance, and their lives have changed, their mindset has changed, their confidence has gone up through the roof. They're probably making more money, they're probably healthier, happier. Don't you think it's a no-brainer to increase your prices from maybe $500, $1,000, $2,000 to $5,000? Don't you think so? I think so. Me personally, like that's why I increased my prices, was because, man, my clients are getting great results. Not only that, but I've done whatever it takes to get them to succeed. Because a lot of times these clients won't be committed. They won't be easy to follow the instructions that you give. And you do have to push them. You do have to devote more time to them. For me, if my clients are struggling, I will literally get on a call with them one-on-one, and I will talk them through whatever they're going through. And I do this all the time because I want them to win. So for me, it was like the value that I'm putting on the table, I want to get paid what I'm worth. And even right now, what I'm charging right now is nothing. It is nothing compared to what I give, right? And that's how you want to feel about your product or service for your clients, is you want to feel stupid for how low you're charging. And this goes back to standards. Think about a multimillionaire that is used to making $1 million a month. If they go below, if the millionaire goes below 1 mil per month, he might feel like a failure, right? He might feel like, damn, like I'm not good at this. I don't know if like I want to give up right now, right? They might feel like that because their standards are so high. Now compare that with someone who they have $2,000 in their bank account and they feel rich. They feel rich. They're thinking about shopping, what to buy next, and they're happy. They're very, very, very happy. Very, very happy, right? If I guarantee you, like if you see these people like at a lunch with your friends, it's a big group of friends, and this person's there and they got 2K in their bank account. Man, what you guys want dessert? you guys want? Are you sure you don't want more? They're offering more, right? Because they feel good, they feel great. But that comes back to standards. The multimillionaire that if he goes below that standard that he is mentally accustomed to, he's gonna feel like he's a failure. Versus the guy who his standards are much lower. If he has $2,000 in his bank account, he's gonna feel rich. Like, man, dude, I have money to spend right now. Like, I'm good. Life is good, right? And this is where it comes down to your standards within yourself. Is how like where are your standards right now? Like just find it out. Where are your standards right now? And do you think your standards are at the right place? Do you think you need to change them? Do you think you need to increase those standards? Because here's the thing: is as a leader, as coaches, the goal is to lead by example. And if you have low standards for yourself, you're going to have low standards for your clients, and they're going to easily notice that off you. Especially this all goes within the pricing. Is if your standards are low, which is $497 or $997 or $1,997, if you're charging that low and that's your standard right there, their standards are going to feel lower. You're just going to, by default, make them feel like they're less than what they can achieve, right? And that's exactly what you don't want, which is why I love the idea of helping my clients charge over $5,000 for their offer, because you attract better clients, you are going to get them better results, and it's easier for you to hit $20,000 per month consistently instead of charging low ticket, right? And I want you to really like think about these key differences when you're attracting people that are paying you low ticket and attracting people and building a business around high ticket. I want you to really think about that right now and what the biggest differences are, because there's a lot of big differences. One of them being the mindset. Being the mindset and how you come off and how you value yourself and how your clients can see themselves succeeding with you. All right. So hopefully that gave you guys some insight. I know I went off right there. I told you this was going to be fun. Who's watching live right now? Man. But yeah, if you're watching this right now, Comment down below some big takeaways that you just had. Oh man, I just gave you guys a free training right there. Free training, nothing but pure value. If you want some extra help, if you have any questions, there's no sales pitch right here. There really isn't. Just DM me. DM me either on this profile or go add me on my new profile, and just let's connect on there. This year's going to be a huge year. It already has been a big year so far for myself and my clients, and we're only going to elevate even more. So if you want help, if you're struggling with some mindset stuff, if you're struggling with how to create your offer, how to map it out, how to get clients to come to you and want to pay you more money, then I want you to just DM me. Let's find out a little bit more about how we can help you. I can give you some insight, no sales pitch, and yeah, we'll go from there. But with that said, this has been real. This has been fun. This has been real fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.